happened to your mother and how she got that bruise on the back of her head. Trying your best. It has been 5 days, and the only information you have is the same information you had when it first happened. Once again, Miss Jackson, I apologize. These things aren't like the detective shows you watch on TV. In real life, these things take a little more time. I understand that. Faye glared her light brown eyes in his direction. But each day you come to me, it's the same thing. You telling me you're sorry and me feeling empty all over again. Didn't you say she was found outside of a nightclub? Don't you find it odd that a woman her age would be outside of a club for the 20-somethings? Have you talked to the owner of that place to see if you can get access to their security footage? Miss Jackson, my ass. Now I know what they think is going to happen by assigning you to her case. They think that because you're a black man, I am going to just trust you and believe you will have our best interest at heart. Huh, brother? Well, you're wrong. I don't trust you or any of the rest of you slimy motherfuckers. My mother ain't shit but a black casualty to you, and you were just waiting for her to die so she can become another cold case. Coming from where I come from, I see this shit all the time. So don't come in here with your empty-ass apologies. I bet they ain't even shit in that folder, huh? You just brought it as a prop to make me think you've done something. Detective Winthrop's light face had slowly turned red while Faye was talking, but she didn't care. He could get up and leave the way he came in for all she cared. Each time he came to her, she held on to a little hope that maybe he had some news about what had gone down, and each time she was disappointed in a major way. She didn't know why she had even allowed him to come and do the same that day. Probably because she still had hope. She just wanted to understand why, out of all of the people in the world, why her mom? The detective cleared his throat and stood back to his feet. As I said before, we are working our best, and hopefully the next time we speak, I will have a breakthrough in the case. Whatever. Faye turned her full pink lips up. This case ain't gonna get you a meal with the mayor, so I doubt you are working that hard. Unlike me, you're probably still getting a full night's rest. Goodbye, Detective. Detective Winthrop looked like he wanted to say something more. Instead, he gave Faye a head nod and walked out of the room. She wished that he hadn't even come to waste her time. Checking the clock on the wall of the room, she saw that the time was nearing 6 p.m. She reached toward her duffel bag of clothes beside her chair and grabbed the blanket that was neatly folded on top of it. She'd brought it from home. It was the one that was always at the end of her mom's bed, the one they always curled up in when they watched movies and drank hot cocoa on the cold New York nights. Before she could get comfortable, there was another knock on the hospital door. When she looked up, she saw her mom's physician, Dr. Boswick, standing in the doorway. "Hey, doctor," Faye greeted the average-height, red-headed Caucasian man. He entered the room and began to check Chriselle's vitals. "Is there something wrong?" She didn't like the way his brow was scrunched up or the concerned expression on his face. He had a chart in his hands, and he looked from it to Chriselle and then back to Faye. Finally, he sighed deeply and looked directly into Faye's eyes. "We have tried everything that we can for your mother, Faye. However, whatever she was hit with has caused so much damage that the only way for her to wake up is if she is going to do it herself." "And what are those chances?" Dr. Boswick's mouth became a thin line, and his expression turned grave. "Dr. Boswick, what are the chances that my mother will wake up on her own? For the past week, she has had no brainwaves. She has not even been able to breathe on her own. If it was not for her being connected to that machine, she would have died days ago. I'm sorry to say that I think it may be in the family's best interest to pull the plug." "So that's it? You're just gonna give up on her? It's that easy?" "This type of thing is never easy, Miss Jackson. We never give up on any patients that are showing signs of getting better. And, well,